What's up, guys? Welcome to Off the Great Wall Talk. I'm Dan.
Hello, I'm Flea.
And I'm Mia.
So today we have a really cool topic for you guys. Aren't they always cool? We're gonna be talking about old school dating.
Dating!
Old school dating.
Old school love.
That was way too long ago, man.
Because here's the thing, I get sad when I think about how people our age these days date.
You get sad.
Yeah.
I get scared.
And I got scarred.
You're great.
Triple S, yeah.
All of those emotions. So then we got to thinking like, man, it was so much better back then. And I don't mean just like back in grade school, which I miss a lot of the things from grade school, which we're gonna give you a list of. And I also miss a lot of the things like innocent dating back in
Yeah,
like
I think the common theme, it was better because it was simpler. It was a simpler time.
And I think also there's more respect given
Yes.
both ways.
I really miss calling, like using a phone
Yeah.
to call the girl's
They're
house.
at home,
So
yeah.
true.
Right? And like all these, so no social media, so I had to call and be like, hi, Miss So-and-so, or Miss, oh dude, if I get the dad on the line, dude, I get so, like I start like shaking.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might just hang up.
Yeah. No, but you would schedule it. Like, I'm gonna call you around, like at school, you'd be like, I'm gonna call you around 8.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you pick up. But it's normally the parents.
It's normally the parents, and if they're cool parents, they'll mess with you a little bit. But if they're not cool, like you get really...
No, that cannot
Yeah.
happen with my parents. My mom would just kind of disregard the whole thing and be like, oh yeah, he's your friend, right? Everyone's your friend. He's
Yeah.
like, it's just a friend.
But why is that
Just
guy
kinda
calling
denied
you?
the existence of it. Huh?
But it's like, why is that guy calling you over and over again? Would she ever be like...
No, we just didn't talk about it. That's how it goes in Asian
Yeah.
families. You just don't acknowledge it.
I remember my friend used to call, our home friend, and then my dad would be like, you have a friend called this calling you. And then he'd stay there and listen to me.
Oh, that's the worst!
And then I'd
Oh,
have
yes.
to make up like, oh yeah, I can study. Okay, bye.
Oh my gosh, you have like code
And then we'd
lingo. Code lingo.
And then he'd be like, what are you talking about? I'd be like, oh yeah, it's totally like making up my own
Yeah.
conversation.
Oh my gosh.
And then just be like, see you at school. Okay, so I know now we have Messenger, but that's not a new phenomenon because there was like MSN, AOL.
Yeah.
Right, and that's
Right.
for the States. We
Yeah.
had MSN.
MSN, yeah. I mean, I've
You
used
know
that.
what? I
Oh,
used
yeah?
MIRC. Like
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
even way back then.
Yeah, there was another, like
Yeah.
IR, IQ, or whatever it was.
ICQ.
ICQ.
What the hell?
You don't know these things.
I miss that too because I miss like crafting messages, like actual thought out message. Because now it's just like, hey, what up? Pew pew.
Dear Molly. Hey, get out of here. I don't want you reading my homework. Doesn't look like homework to me. Come on. When I think of kissing you, my heart beats like a symphony.
I feel like before you actually had to think.
Dude, and
You
like
know?
when they popped up,
Yeah.
you'd be like,
Yeah.
and then I would used to sign off
Yeah.
so I can think of like
Oh, dude.
a way to say hi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Because when you popped on, it's like a notice, right?
Yeah.
So if you were on for a while and they didn't talk to you,
You'd be like,
Yeah.
oh my
Oh.
god. So you
I
needed
was
to
there.
like reintroduce yourself by
I'm there.
like,
It's like
So I guess, well, it's safe to say that back then people used to put more effort into this, right? This whole
100% more effort.
pre-dating stage.
Think about
Because you
it,
really
yeah.
have to impress the other person.
yes, you didn't have as many opportunities to meet people this fast.
Right.
versus today where like Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
you don't even really need to know the person. You could just be like a mutual friend and add everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you put so much information, so many things about yourself online that everything is out in the open. There's
Yeah.
no such thing as like finding out what this other person
Dude.
is like.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
another thing. It's like when you go on dates,
Mm-hmm.
your whatever app you're using, whatever social media you're using, like your entire profile, all your likes and dislikes, what you're into is already like out there.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you go on a date, you,
You already know
know
so much
the
about the
person.
person.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, so what do you go on the, like, then what happens? Because I haven't dated in a long time. So if I already know stuff about you, then what? It's like reiterating
It's kind
it?
of like used as a way to make the other person like you'll skew your questions already knowing the answer.
But that, yeah. But
Right.
that's so silly because
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is,
it's
'cause
like
you're not actually
I've
finding
done
out.
research on you. Whatever happened to just like cold like a date out of the blue and then the mystery of like, so what do you like? What are your interests?
Yeah.
I feel like I missed the conversational skills and actually getting to know somebody, right? Because now,
No, I miss the awkward silence.
The awkward
was
silence.
brought with that because it's like, what do I ask her now? Oh my god, I don't know what she likes. Oh my god, oh no.
those were like beautiful. You're like nervous, scared, and like you need those feelings, you know?
Yeah.
Because now I feel like people, it's such a cop out now. It's like, oh, things are going well. You know what? See you later. I'm just gonna go back on my Tinder or my Facebook
Oh my gosh,
or my
yeah.
dating site.
Yeah.
You know, but back then it's like you're if you feel like it's not going well, you actually will try to like, you know, you kind of will think about the other person more because
Yeah.
you're like, okay, what can I ask them to get this, you know, ball rolling again? Because
Yeah.
you can feel like when it's just like, bow, bow. 5 seconds feels like an eternity.
Yeah, it does. And you take like the longest sip of eternity or like the biggest bite of eternity.
You will actually try to sip slowly.
Yeah. So it looks like you have something to do.
Yeah.
To fill the silence.
And then you'll put your glass down and be like,
Interesting.
Let's just say I'm really just not a big fan of Jimmy Breslin.
Well, he's the reason I became a writer, but that's not important.
it's water, man. But then it also gives the guy time to like, because what if he's really nervous?
No,
you know?
but that's how I would like kind of feel a guy. Like
Yeah.
if they're able to surpass
Yeah.
that. And even if it's bad, like
Yeah.
a bad follow-up sentence, then
Yeah.
I'd be like, at least he tried.
Oh, would you purposely like? Would you relish in like this guy's crashing and burning?
She would.
Dude, but how's he
feel
gonna
like
climb
you
out of this one?
No, I'm
No.
not that mean. I used to get given like a rose.
Yes,
Just for like no reason.
Yeah.
When
No
we're on
reason?
a date, like
Yeah.
they'll
Oh.
just bring one to you. Very
Should-
chivalrous.
Yes, like why do people look down on it now? And the thing you mentioned about like flowers and being chivalrous, I feel like nowadays guys don't even know how to do that anymore.
That's true. Okay, so for my first date, the guy, hey Pat, he like drove to my place,
Yeah.
picked me up, we went to dinner,
Good job, Pat.
Dude,
and like that was hard
Yeah.
because that's a lot of like investment.
Yeah.
That's like your entire night. You don't actually know where it's going. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. But it turned out to be a good thing.
yeah. Yes.
But
Pat.
I don't know.
Good job.
But I don't know if that would happen per se. I mean, like, I get the whole thing
Yeah.
with coffee dates, right?
Yeah.
Because it's casual, you're not like attached to it. If it doesn't go well, then you can bounce. If not, then it's like whatever.
But that's the thing, like we've become a society where we look down on men who try to go the extra mile. Because can you imagine, okay,
Is it that we look down on them,
Mm-hmm.
or is it that it just doesn't happen?
it doesn't happen, you
Like
gotta
how
ask
many
why.
men would actually put
Yeah.
that much effort?
Because I would argue that
Yeah.
all girls would want that.
Okay, I would argue that.
Yeah.
But how come nowadays men, one, they don't think to do old school dating? Like they just don't think to do it. And two, if they think to do it, I feel like they'd be ashamed.
Why?
this is-
Why
so-
do you think that is?
Okay, I think that they look around and then maybe their
Because
friend
they don't feel the need to.
they don't feel the need to. Why? Because their friends are like, why would you go do that, man? I just met a girl at a bar last night and we hit it off or whatever. Dude, can you imagine in New York City, okay?
Oh.
Imagine this scenario.
It's the worst here.
You meet a guy, not on the dating app, not on the damn. This is like old school New York dating scenario.
You're already pretty lucky to begin with
Yeah.
if you didn't meet them on an app.
And not at the gym. Sorry, no,
Ew,
no.
the gym! Like, no!
I cringe when people are like, meet people at the gym. Like you would be so taken back.
Yeah!
Dude, I don't even care if you think the guy's cute or not. You just be like, is this guy approaching me out of nowhere? Whatever happened to that?
Okay, if that happened to you, would you be like pleasantly
At
surprised?
the gym?
No, like on the
At,
street.
like if you were
Oh,
getting
on
a
the street.
coffee or like, and then they just like
like
approached
deliberate.
I think I
cheesy
would be
line.
so scared by it. Yeah, I would run the other way.
No,
You. I would love that.
I think
You would love that?
Yo,
Yeah.
I think because there's an
Why?
absent of that, girls would really.
Because
like
I
that.
know it takes balls to do that. Like their rejection rate is almost at 100%.
Right.
But they still like made the effort
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
Yeah. But me, it's like,
But he
I'm
could
out.
be a psycho.
Oh my God, but what if that was your Prince Charming? And then you're like,
The chance of that guy being my Prince Charming is just too
No, but
small.
think about it. Like, he couldn't not come up to you.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
with all odds, he still was like, nah, I
Yeah.
gotta just say hi. And we're not talking about like serial killers.
Yeah.
Now I want to know if guys would actually plan out the entire date or the entire night
Right.
to do something, or it's just like,
I've been on first dates not knowing anything about the girl, and it would be like dinner. It would be like movie and dinner, and maybe even dessert. It's like we both committed to 4 hours that evening, and there's no running away.
No running away.
And to you guys, that's like whoa.
I mean, like, you wouldn't mind if you knew what you were getting yourself into.
But I'm saying you don't. Like I.
But okay, so
Yeah.
like, I get it.
Yeah.
But from us, it's like, our question is, well, what does he want out of dinner?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Innocent. No. See, that's
That's
why
a-
we're
How do
so
we know
mad-
you're
question.
innocent?
Because like that's what I'm talking about.
In an ideal world, right? You're in an ideal world,
Yeah.
but not all guys are gonna wanna go to have dinner just for the sake of getting to know you.
So I'm saying back even when I was going to college, 2002, it was very known that there was no expectations.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I could take you out and you don't have to feel like anything. Like just have dinner with me. That's it.
Yeah.
It was you know what? This is truly what I miss is like it was my responsibility to woo you. Like this is like
It
thank
is.
you for saying yes, and I'll take you out. I'll pay for dinner, whatever, or if you want to go Dutch, it doesn't matter. But like, just give me that one chance, and if I don't wow you, it's fine. You don't have to go out with me again.
Yeah.
You know, but like, give me like
Yeah, I think
4 hours.
now the image of a dinner date has just so much like pressure put on it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I do get like, so back in the day, your dinner date was our coffee date.
Exactly.
Don't put so much pressure on like a dinner. If it's a dinner, it's a dinner. If it goes like to shambles, then it's like
It goes to
It goes to
shambles
shambles.
and
it's
then
like you
move
don't
on.
have to contact them again.
I guess that's why like I miss all these things because the innocence allows you to like it was really innocent. You know, I
Yeah.
feel like now there's so much expectation
Yeah.
on both parties, and when you add in all the choice that you have, it's just like
Yeah,
ridiculous.
and this is what I hear from like my old roommate. She was like in a very long-term relationship. She broke up with the guy and then back into the dating world, and then she started dating again, and like only just started, using all these like new
Apps and whatever.
and stuff. And she was like came back from a date one time and was like, okay, so I went on like 3 dates this week. None of them called me back.
Okay.
So I was like just bewildered. So I called one of them back and was like, hey, do you want to, like, she still called because she was like old school, right?
right.
I was like, do you want to hang out on Saturday? And he's like, yeah. And then, so afterwards, they were like, okay, so we have a date. But then she was saying, so if I, like, thinking, if I never called,
Yeah.
he would have never called me. And it's because, like, maybe for the guy, they have, like, so many options
Other dates
anyway.
lined
They
up.
don't really feel the need to follow up on any one
Right.
specifically.
Yeah.
So for the girl, you're just like kind of sitting there thinking like anything really. Like
Yeah.
it could have been good, it could have been bad.
Made it sound like you're managing a whole sales pipeline where you
Yeah.
have all these prospects.
That's
in
what
line.
it is, and that's horrible.
Yeah,
That's
it's
literally what it
horrible.
is. So imagine if we were single. Like, how would you feel about the current dating landscape?
I think because I'm like really, I'm like kind of traditional reserved. I can't play that
Are you
game.
nervous as you're saying? And you're like
I like-
fidgeting.
I don't like grand gestures. I'm not saying I'm gonna show up with a rose, but I just be like as chivalrous as I can and not over the top.
Okay, challenge.
Yeah. Like I would.
What would
yeah.
your bio be
my bio?
on a profile? Go.
All right, I'll tell you this right now. I won't even have a bio because I'm not using. I am going straight up old school. I am gonna
You're gonna
approach.
approach some girls on the street and be like, "Can I have your number?"
That's
You look
what I'm
beautiful.
gonna do.
You have a
no
nice
bio.
smile. Can I have your number?
I'm gonna be off Facebook.
Takes confidence though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
does.
no digital footprint.
Like good for you.
Yeah.
but that
I
takes
would be
confidence.
so kind of. I would be suspicious about people who don't
Yes!
have a digital
That's
footprint.
the thing.
Actually, I read a stat about millennial dating, like a turn on that like you don't have a Facebook account.
Really?
I'm just saying. I read
Okay,
it.
this could be
I read
a
it.
topic for another discussion
But
because
that's
I
how-
beg to differ.
That's how I
Because
would
it's like,
do it.
well, what are they hiding?
Exactly.
The fact that they like, did they have such a bad like something
Pass.
that
Yeah.
they had to erase everything.
Yeah.
I'm hiding how awesome I am. And you need to find out by going out with me.
Can we do like a social experiment?
But that's mean for the other person. Because what if you like,
Oh, that's true.
you know what I mean? What if like, and then they're like,
Because
I really
everyone
like
who
you.
ends up meeting Mia will love her.
Oh, shush. And on that note,
And on that note, guys, let us know what you miss about the innocence of old school dating. And
Yeah.
let us know if we left out anything. Let us know what things you hate about nowadays, or compare and contrast for us.
Yeah, any of your queries, tribulations, anything you're going through, family life, love.
And
because
all
we
the
have
all the requests
Dr.
to
Dan and feelings with Fel. And they're ready to give some advices.
Thanks for watching, dudes. Goodbye.
Bye.
Like on my first dinner date,
with Pat. With Pat.
he picked me up.
Uh-huh.
We were in the city, and then I was like, to my friend
Yeah.
beforehand,
Yeah.
like, call me at 8:45,
Yeah.
and say like so I could like escape.
You did the bailout call?
Yeah, but then she
escape
called.
route.
But because it went well when she called, I was
Yeah.
like, "You take the bus home."
Wait, so it turned in like 20 minutes? Yo, what's this? Yo, Pat, what's your secret? No, that's what it sounds like.
It was like an hour and a half into it, and it was yeah.
Whoa. That's like an epic comeback right there. But
Pat is a goat.
Pat, you're the goat.